This is a quick tutorial that shows you how to apply for a commercial existing permit through Clark County's Land Management System external customer portal. In this video, I'll walk you through the steps and give you some advice so that you avoid the most common application mistakes and make sure that your fees and reviews are generated accurately. You can refer to the commercial category handout to help you determine your permit type and scope of work. Commercial existing permits should be used for repairs or remodels of existing commercial spaces or buildings, tenant improvements or business name changes, the construction of demise walls in an unoccupied space, or minor construction associated with a business's move into an existing space. The first step in your permit application is to log in to your CC LMS online account. Select Permits. Under Building Permits, select Commercial Existing. You'll start by selecting your scope of work. For this project, we're adding a bank to an existing grocery store and clothing retail center. This is considered a tenant improvement. The number of units will be 1. For type of use, you're looking for the choice that most closely resembles your project. This project's type of use is bank, and the census category will be office, bank, and professional buildings. In this box, you'll need to provide a detailed description of the project. The best way to do this is to break down the square footage for each major section of the project. The name of this project should be the name of the business that's going into the site. This business is called My Favorite Bank. Since you're adding to an existing building, it's likely that there's another building permit number associated with the existing building. Enter it here if you know it. On this page, you can search for your property using the parcel or tax ID or the property address. An address review is included in the permit evaluation process. The parcel ID and address are now part of your application. You may see a new box here that asks you to select a primary address. Simply click the drop-down list and choose the correct address. Click here to retrieve the owner information for your parcel. You'll need to add the owner's phone number and email address. If you're the homeowner or the property owner and you're serving as your own contractor, make sure you check this box. On this screen, you must list at least one contractor on your project. You can also list your certified erosion control specialist. If your project is still out for bid and you don't have a contractor selected already, please contact the CC LMS support team before moving forward with your online application. In the Additional Contact section, you can add contact information for other people who are familiar with this project and who can answer questions if needed. It's a good idea to include, at the very least, your architect or engineer, and to note the primary contact person for your project. If you want to delete a contact, click the red X. Now you're going to add occupancies for this building. This can get a little tricky, and it will affect the fees that you pay and the reviews that your project will require. Check the first pages of your plans to see if this information has been broken out for you. There are 2 occupancies for this project, the bank and the storage area. For the bank, the occupancy type is business, and the construction type is 5B. The bank occupies 2,000 square feet and it's all on the first floor. We'll set the occupancy detail to office area. Now, the bank may not have sprinklers, but the existing building does, so we'll note that. The bank will be heated and finished. The occupancy type for the storage area is S1. Construction type is 5B, and it occupies 800 square feet. We'll specify that it's on the first floor and that it's a storage area. It will have sprinklers and will be heated but not finished. And we're done adding occupancies. This section asks for some basic details about your project. The valuation is equal to the total construction cost. You'll be responsible for contacting these utility providers at the proper moment in the application cycle to request their approval for this application. If you are submitting your permit application without all of the necessary information, You can defer the missing items for a fee of $361 per item. If you later decide to submit your application with that item, click the red X to remove the fee. Please respond to these questions. At this time, Clark County does not have electronic plan review in place. Please submit your application packet to the Clark County Permit Center. Your application will not be considered for review until the submittal packet is accepted by a permit technician in the Permit Center. Here you can see the application fees associated with your permit. You'll note also that because this is an extremely complex permit, online payments are not accepted. So you'll need to write down your permit number and save your application, and then pay your fees at the Permit Center when you bring in your submittal documents. The final fees for your project, including impact fees, if applicable, may change based on your project. Your final fees may also change if Permit Center staff determine that additional reviews of your project are required, or if staff need to make changes to the information that you've provided. As of January 1st, 2018, the Permit Center no longer accepts pre-printed checks in excess of the amount due at submittal. Customers are encouraged to complete their check once the application has been accepted at the Permit Center. Fee estimates can provide customers with a general idea of the fees associated with their permit, but a fee estimate should not be used to fill out a check. Refunds for less than $200 will not be returned, and customers should be aware that refunds can take up to 6 weeks to process. The permit technicians at the Public Service Center have been trained to help process your application as smoothly and quickly as possible. Their valuable experience and knowledge help build a solid partnership with you and promote an atmosphere of respect and teamwork. Thank you for using Clark County's online permitting system, and we look forward to working with you.